We are now back in the studio, and we are ready to announce a significant new partnership and a new member of the Silver Society for the Henderson Silver Knights. Sam and Ash injury attorneys will now be members of the Silver Society. And joining us in studio to talk about this brand new partnership is Sam and Ash, Mr. Sam Mirajowski and Ash Watkins. Thank you guys for joining us. Thank you for your patience, and welcome to the HSK family.
Oh, thanks for having us. This is fun, and no worries.
Oh, thanks, Brian. This is great to be here. We're really, really excited about this.
Now, Sam and Ash, you are the official injury attorneys of the Henderson Silver Knights, which, you know, the partnership as a whole, there's tons we can go into, I'm sure, but just right off the bat, you guys wanted this partnership also with a minor league hockey team that's right here in Vegas. Why is this partnership with the Henderson Silver Knights a good fit for Sam and Ash?
Well, I think it was natural. So the pandemic, the lockdown, the first sporting event that I went to, and I believe Sam went to when the quarantine was lifted, was the Henderson Silver Knights. We went over to Orleans Arena, and it was just one of those moments where I loved it. I loved everything they were doing. I saw the connection between the Golden Knights and the programs throughout, and so it just kind of became a conversation that Sam and I started, and I love it.
Yeah, that was a really emotional game because we'd obviously been starved to go out and enjoy sports live, which is the way they're supposed to be enjoyed. and I'm really excited about the opportunity once the Silver Knights get into their new home, the Dollar Loan Arena, and they get in there, and we're in Henderson, and we are a community team. I think it's going to be absolutely incredible, and so the energy that I saw from that first game and the subsequent games that we went to at Orleans, I think it's only going to get better toward the end of the season, when the new arena opens.
We're with Sam and Ash, the official injury attorneys of the Henderson Silver Knights as of right this moment. Now, brand new partnership. And I think one of the things you mentioned is the community aspect. This Silver Society, the organizations that are part of this Silver Society, it's not just about the product of hockey and that business and end of the business. It's about getting the Silver Knights and the Dollar Loan Center, almost all of us, introduced to the city of Henderson. We went through a year now where the fans had interaction towards the end, but not on a full scale of what there can be. This partnership is also about making the biggest impact in Henderson that possibly can be made.
Well, I want your fans and listeners to know what an incredible arena the Dollar Loan Center is. We had an opportunity, thanks to the organization, to go through and have a tour, and we're blown away. This arena is designed from the ground up for the fans. And that is what I think people, when they get to see it and they see how approachable the game is, how close all the seats are, there is not a bad seat in the entire arena. Yeah. And when you're that close to the play and to the game, I think it's going to be really the premier sports experience in the Valley. And I can't wait to be a part of that.
Ash, one of the things that I was learning about this new partnership, Sam and Ash will be the presenting partner of we're talking about how great this arena is going to be. One of the things I'm most excited to experience as the arena is built, there's an outdoor deck at suite level. It's almost like an observation deck, which I have never seen on any other minor league arena. But Sam and Ash is the presenting partner of that feature. But it's an example of some of the unique features that this building is going to have that many other minor league teams don't. Yeah,
this stadium is built on a utmost professional level. It is, bar none, going to be the best minor league team there is in the country. And when we were taking our tour, we weren't quite sure what our deal was going to be and what we wanted to link up exactly to, and we saw this observation deck and we loved it. We love how it looks out over the strip, but from Henderson's perspective, and it just really made sense and it resonated with us, and it's something that I think the community will enjoy not only during game days but also on off nights. You know, it's something that I think people will use for events throughout the year, and so we're really excited about it.
And it happened organically. I mean, we were just up there on a tour, and we were there with team leadership, who, by the way, are tremendous people and have become good friends of ours. And we were just taking a tour, and I forget who, but somebody said, you know, we gotta well, maybe this could be a Sam and Ash deck, and it could be kind of cool. And we're like, yeah, that would be cool. Let's do it. And this I would say within a couple weeks, we were ironing out the details, and that's the kind of organization that this is. They think big, they're visionaries, and what they created out there in Henderson is fantastic, and we need it. We need it in Henderson. The community needs it. It'll be a great place to go. It's going to be a beautiful place where I think the city and even from outside of Henderson, from across the valley, will come together and have a great time.
Had I only known that as I walked through the arena, I could have just pointed places out, like, I want that to be my broadcast booth. Okay.
You should have.
I didn't know we were doing dibs.
Yeah, that's basically how it went.
We're with Sam Mirajowski and Ash Watkins of Sam and Ash. You know, one of the things that I enjoy talking about with fans, the excitement for the Dollar Loan Center, and for the Henderson Silver Knights themselves as well. Yes, it's a team, and yes, it's a venue for the Valley, but it's also a team and a venue for the city of Henderson. Like this is a venue that is really going to benefit that community. So on the most local level, there's benefits, and then of course 45 minutes in every direction, everyone will enjoy it. But this is a venue that I think Henderson, the city, is really looking forward to.
Yeah, absolutely. They were telling us all the ideas they have for off nights of community involvement, of farmers markets and things like that. And so you're absolutely right. This is not just a hockey arena or a venue. It's going to be a community focal point. I mean, this is where it's going to bring the community together on game days and other days. And I'm really excited to see it work.
Yeah, it's going to be a tremendous concert venue, and what I realized looking at it is they're building it out so major shows can come in to do really elite, kind of intimate engagements. So all of a sudden, we in Henderson are going to have this arena that we can go and have top-level talent and enjoy not just hockey, but also concerts, music, and other live performances.
Is it particularly fun for you guys? You have community outreach partnerships in multiple facets, not just with the Henderson Silver Knights, but is it fun to partner with sports in particular?
Well, I grew up around sports, and I remember going to professional ball games, professional hockey games, everything as a kid. But I remember there's a difference with minor league games. There's a different involvement with the fans. There's a different level of access to players and the future of the professional teams. I mean, that's where I've got some of my best autographs, is at the minor league level. You get the stars before they get to the pros. And so I love sports, and I think this is the most exciting part about it, is the access that the youth will have to these events and these games at a price point that just totally makes sense for families to go.
Absolutely.
You know, I told myself when I knew you guys were going to come on the show, I said, I'm not going to have hockey debate topics because I'm talking to lawyers. I'm going to lose any argument. But, you know, it's a busy offseason for the VGK, just coming off another deep playoff run. The team and the performance level that you've seen of late, how do you feel with the current on-ice standing of the VGK and where things are headed?
Look, I think it's impressive. You just look at our first few seasons in the league and the success we've had. I'm confident that we will continue on that same trajectory, and we're ultimately going to bring the cup to the Valley. I mean, that's going to happen. It will.
This may be an unpopular opinion given the events of the last couple of days, but we've gotten to know over the past few years the management of the team, and I am beyond impressed with every person that we have met in this organization. We've gotten to know and gotten to be friends with some incredible people, and they love this town. They love our neighborhood, our community, and we want to build a team that wins and succeeds, and I have no doubt it's going to happen.
Well, and I also, now that we've got the Raiders in town, there's this little bit of who's going to bring a championship to the Valley first, and I know it's going to be the VGK organization. So I sense the pressure that everyone's feeling. We've been knocking on the door for a few seasons now, and it's going to happen.
Maybe the HSK will win first, just the way the calendar works out.
Yeah, there we go.
Trying to cram a couple into a month and a half.
And we're very okay with that.
No, I would love it.
Are you? Well, we've talked about hockey. We've talked about concerts. Are you guys also indoor football fans? Or are you going to give that a try?
I'm going to go. But I've never been to an arena football game.
So I love football, and I love the high-flying action and scoring of arena football, so I'm excited. And that was one of the things they told us about during the tour. And I think they said they just wish they knew before they built the roof that they were going to have, because it puts kickers in a little bit of a bind. But I'm very excited because once you get into that arena, you will realize how on top of the action every spot is. I mean, every seat is looking basically over the playing surface, and it's fabulous.
As far as kicks go, a lot of low-line drives, but we'll make it work. Dollar Loan Center is going to be a tremendous venue, and the Henderson Silver Knights ready for another exciting season. We're with Sam and Ash. How do you guys spend the off-season? I always ask players how they spend the off-season, but you guys are big sports fans, and are you as antsy as any other fans?
In mourning.
Yeah.
Because when the playoffs end, and we've been fortunate with both the Silver Knights and the Golden Knights to be in the to be in the playoffs. It's just it ends and you feel empty and then you start counting down the days to when the season begins again. And so I think now we're going through the draft. We're going through getting ready and set up for games and sports to begin. These games, I'm just beyond excited to be back in the stadium, in a seat, and I can't wait for the Dollar Loan Center to be open to everyone and us having games in there. I think it's going to be just spectacular.
So I've been hydrating and resting my vocal cords. I mean, the playoffs were brutal on both fronts. I mean, I was hoarse for about 3 weeks. I would pick up the phone and I'd be like, sorry, I was at a hockey game. And everyone knew and everyone understood.
Well, there's a ton to be excited about. We have, we're going to have the opening day on October 15th at the Orleans Arena, but we're going to have opening day for the Dollar Loan Center, we now know, on April 2nd. So do we get you guys for 2 opening days, we hope, this year?
Of course.
Absolutely.
There's a Sam and there's an Ash, so we each get our opening
there
day,
you go.
right?
I was like, somebody has to have the first drink on the party deck. Right? Well, it was tremendous having you guys. We're so excited for this new partnership. Again, members of the Silver Society and the official injury attorneys of the Henderson Silver Knights, Sam and Ash, thank you so much for taking the time this afternoon, and we look forward to seeing you a lot around the arena this season.
Oh, likewise, Brian. Thank you.
Thanks, Brian.
Sam and Ash joining us to announce the new partnership with Sam and Ash Law Firm. We'll step aside, and when we come back, we'll wrap things up on this special summer edition of HSK Today on 12:30 The Game, the Silver Knights Radio Network.